Do I have questions ready? Well, Mr. Merrick, much like you've been training for this marathon for potentially, what, a year now, maybe more? We could go back 20 years to when you first started playing soccer. I reckon you've been preparing this day for many years, much like I've been preparing for this. It's all preparation. It's never run alone. We're in the home of football. We're in the home of sport.
We are, the Coliseum.
The Coliseum itself.
It's nice, on the boundary.
We're recording a pod. We're recording a podcast on the eve of the Melbourne Marathon. It could get shut down at any moment.
Yep.
We're doing a bit of a
sound check.
Time. Yeah, literally. I just set up a bit of a camera here, so hopefully the visuals
It's like we're on Grand Theft Auto and we've got a couple of stars on us. Like the cops are coming, but we might get away.
There's two, yeah. We're in a hiding zone, but we're also in the open. I should let you describe what you see.
We're in the finish sort of area, just come out of the rooms at the bottom of the Elite field, just had the briefing. A lot of people down there. We got a weather forecast from some sort of resident meteorologist, which was rogue.
Phenomenal, wasn't it?
Little did I know that, they don't know that I've got Apple forecast or the bomb, but we had a briefing, which was good. And then we're sitting second row, probably about, I don't know, on the 50, somewhere around there.
On the 50.
Yeah, pretty good setup.
City end.
Yeah, so
for anyone regular Triple M listeners,
exactly.
SEN listeners.
Exactly. So anyway, we're here, we're ready to go. This is hopefully where we're feeling amazing after crushing goals tomorrow, or at least having left it all on the deck. So there we go.
Love it, mate. You've set the scene. It's perfect weather in Melbourne today. We're obviously not running today, but
it might be better tomorrow.
Looking good tomorrow. Could be better. But yeah, that elite briefing, first time I've been in. I mean, they didn't really check any ID or anything. You sort of just
I feel like you just bring it wherever you wanted, but
got to walk down. It was packed. It was packed. Yeah, it might come next year because I'm certainly not getting an invite as an elite.
Definitely wasn't hard to get in.
But it was cool. It's cool to be here. There's some big names in that room. Was there.
Yeah.
Strinzos, who won the Sydney Marathon.
Australian Championships, yeah.
Yep, sorry, won as the fastest Australian to run Sydney Marathon, I should say.
Exactly.
I'm getting a bit nervous here sitting on the sidelines.
No,
but
it's the big game.
The big game. 6:30 tomorrow. Right. It's 2:15 here on Saturday. We've got some questions that have come through on the Instagram. Dangerous. But I'd love you to know, or love you to share how you're feeling right now. Less than 18 hours out.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely feeling solid.
And here comes security, just quietly.
I'd be lying if I said I feel incredible. Security's made a right turn and they're not coming towards us, thank God.
Great chat.
I feel good. Still, some wariness about the hip and everything like that, but at the same time, in a position to give it a crack and go out and leave it all out there, really. I mean, you're never going to come in feeling perfect. So pretty happy. All things considered, considering sort of where I was maybe a week or two ago, to be where I'm at now, ready to give it a crack is about all I could ask for. So yeah, sounds like from in that briefing, there's going to be a lot of people in that sort of 218 to 220 to 222 sort of range. So I'm hoping I can just put my little frame behind a couple of big boys and just draft the wind on Beach Road and hopefully get a nice easy ride all the way to 30k and then let the fireworks begin.
Drop the hammer.
Yeah.
I like it. Still setting up the finish line.
Couple of boys hard at work on a Saturday here.
Yeah, it's enormous how much goes into it. I don't know if you remember how many volunteers there are. Was it 500?
No, I said 1,000.
1,000 volunteers.
Yeah, crazy. Love it.
Obviously, you'd like to think a few people getting paid. I'm sure there's plenty of people getting paid. Lots of money in this. There's a lot of sponsors that I'm seeing, a lot of flags as you'll enter. You're entering over there on the right, and you do a bit of a half loop. Great for audio, this, but visually also not facing the ground, but like a half lap of the G, a bit more than half a lap.
Just like this lap it'll be a bit shambolic when I'm in here and fighting for my life, but we'll make it work. So anyway,
we've got some questions on the Instagrams. We're going to run through these, but yeah, I just wanted to take a moment. First time running Elite. This will hopefully be the first of many.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully.
Less than 12 months ago, you ran Queenstown. Right?
Yeah, November last year, so probably about 11 months ago, ran my first marathon.
And this is your fifth marathon.
Fifth marathon, third race. And yeah, it's kind of just gone so quick. Kind of goals have just shifted really fast, and to be where we're at now is pretty surreal, to be honest. Just to be in that room and talking about getting down to the start line and warming up in front of the start, like all that sort of stuff is just a bit crazy. So just to be where we're at now is just a big thing. So pretty happy to be where we're at.
You're good. Come by.
Jump in.
Fine. You're part of the atmosphere.
Get it from the crowd.
No,
you're okay.
You're good.
You're good. Jump
these
in.
These microphones are brilliant.
Jump in. One hot question. You got one question.
He's making his elite debut. He's
What's
making his
elite
elite debut at the weekend.
What have you learned about yourself through your training?
Great question.
What's your name, by the way?
Jenna Marsa.
Jenna
Marsa.
Well, welcome to the pod, Never Run Alone. Thank you. Yeah.
What have I learned the most about myself during training? I think resilience is the biggest thing. This block especially has been a lot more tumultuous than previously. I've had a lot of times where I had to be a bit more disciplined in recovery and taking time off when I had to let the body get right rather than pushing and trying to hit every session and nail everything. The long game was more priority in this block, I think, making sure, the zoom out and think getting here fit on on the start line versus smashing a session 2 weeks out and then being cooked for the race. So a bit of resilience and a bit of discipline. But great question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All the best. Have a great.
See ya.
Enjoy the weekend, eh?
There you go.
Live potting.
Live at the MCG. Would love it.
That's not your. The door bitch. Well, thanks for letting us in.
There you go.
The door bitch.
It's all happening.
Jenna Marsa.
Jenna Mercer.
What a woman.
God bless.
Great question. Great
Yeah.
answer. Playing the long game. Well, that's the first question. We've got a few more here on
There you
Instagram.
go. Didn't realise we'd have the ultimate live warm-up question, but
Genuinely.
here we are. Anyway, let's jump in.
There's more questions that we've gotten today than we normally get for a main show. So I'm just going to let you know if Cam just decides to let all this attention get to his head, you know why.
Impossible. Would have already happened.
I have not read these, so I'm just going to go from left to right as they've come through.
Okay.
And you can answer them as much as you want.
Perfect.
The Zuck is sweet. Do you know this
Interesting.
person?
No idea.
The Zuck is sweet. How do you break down the race? Every 5, 10 or kilometre by kilometre?
I'm usually a kilometre by kilometre guy. I like to be in each K and just trying to keep consistent with my pace. Tomorrow, I'm hopefully going to be able to tack onto a pace group and just switch off, which is ideal because then you can kind of not have to think about it at all. Just anything having to think about your paces is mentally tolling. But yeah, I'm a bit too antsy with specifics, and I like to know that I'm on pace and assess pretty quickly how I'm feeling compared to that pace. So yeah, I'm a K by K guy, but I know people who are 5 and 10, and then like breaking it down in terms of getting to spots. Yeah, I like to think get to 10, get to the half, get to 25, and then 25 is where you have a real check-in with how you're feeling, and then 30 is where the race sort of begins. So I think 25 is where you sort of think, all right, how have I felt getting up to this point? And you want to know how you're traveling at pace. Like within 10K, you know whether you can hold that pace and whether it feels all right. And then, yeah, 25, you have an assessment. 30, you get there and you go, all right, we're going to kick on from here. So good question.
Great question. Next up, Ella Budikin. Happy birthday, Ella Budikin.
Yeah.
11th of the 10th. Here comes Tim. Come on, mate. You're fine.
You want to ask a question?
You can ask a question if you want. This is Cam.
Welcome to Melbourne.
That's it. Good to be here. Thank you, mate.
I've seen some of your stuff.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Oh, there you go.
Love
Yeah.
it.
It is good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, mate, it's amazing. It's great to be here. I'm kind of, yeah, it's not wild to just walk into it empty and it's a bit, walk up the chase, at the race, sorry, it's a bit overwhelming. It's
Last 2 times he came in, I think it was to watch Sydney lose the grand final.
Yeah.
So
tough.
hopefully it goes better for him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all the Queenslanders are on fire this year because of NRL.
They're all up and about, aren't they?
State of Origin.
Yeah.
No, this is, as you're probably seeing, our aim is just to make your job as easy as possible tomorrow. So that's why I think we lay on a pretty good elite program. I've been given more scope with more elite entries this year than I've ever had before.
Yeah.
And it's mainly, because we've got selling out fields and people are trying to get in. And
How many people are in the elite fields?
all up about 120. But I think 6 or 7 Kiwis. There's a couple of Africans by, but they are like Haftu and Johannes, who are now Australian as such. The only one who's truly international is Joe Fukuda from Japan. But we stuck to our guns there. Joe had actually paid for his own entry, and we didn't give him any accommodation so we're sticking heavily to that policy. The only money we invest into elites is Australians and Kiwis.
Yeah, love it.
So our elite budget is totally. So it's not quite Sydney's elite budget, but
Maybe one day.
the thing is, this whole majors thing, I think, to me is overblown. I think, as I say, can you remember who won Sydney Marathon? Maybe this year you do, but the year before you wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah.
But who won last year's Melbourne Marathon?
Yeah.
Jack and Jan.
Yeah.
So we create memorable racing for Australians.
I agree.
And good opportunities for them to earn a little bit of cash flow.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I was going to try and find and ask just from it seems like there's a lot of people in that 216, 218, 220 range with the paces. Like, what's the situation there? It sounded like a bit like, obviously.
So Bailey's got his own, and so if people see, what we do is we just open the door to, if anyone says to me, okay, I've got a pacer, can they get an entry? Of course, if they're going to run all the way, we'll give them a full entry. If they're not, we'll just give them a paper bib with the elite on it.
For sure.
And if we can set up packs, that's the key, because Melbourne can be a windy course.
Yeah, I think that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, and if you have a pack around you that can. And even Jack ran within a pack a bit last year with Ryan and Reece, just for the early stages before it broke away. But it really does help to have people around, particularly out on Beach Road. Half marathon's not so bad because they don't go out there, but marathon you definitely need if it helps. Because I actually, when I was running back in the 90s, I made that classic mistake of got the tailwind down the Beach Road, went way too quick, turned at Elwood, and I thought, what the fuck?
That's
why
it felt so easy.
Rookie error, and I was quite experienced, but it was just a crawl home from there. Wow. And that's what I'm advising runners: just be cautious on that way down. Just because you've got the tailwind, doesn't mean that you're suddenly going to go. Just as we know, the marathon is a patient person's event. It's like a game of chess; it all comes together at the very end. So,
what did you run? Was it 1990?
1990, 91. I think my PB was 91. I was 232. I came 12th overall.
Good man.
So third Victorian. So I got a bronze in the Victorian champs.
There you go. Huge.
Yeah. So my history with this goes back to 83.
Wow.
That was my first marathon year in 83. Yeah. I'd ran Canberra in April of 83 as a 20-year-old who didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then I ran 325 on debut, and then 6 months later I ran here and ran 242. So I learned a bit in that 6 months.
Oh, mate,
so I never made,
sounds like me.
Yeah, and I never made elite ranks as a marathoner, but it was okay for non-super.
But you also didn't have carbs. Yeah, exactly.
No super shoes. I would have been sub 230.
Did you have a watch?
We had the old Timex watches, no GPS units back then, and certainly no gels. I used to do
jam sandwich.
No, well, it's funny. My PB morning, my breakfast was a cup of coffee and a Mars bar.
There you go.
That was my PB breakfast. And then I had a bottle at 10k, 20k and 30k, which was 1/3 Powerade or Gatorade or something and 2/3 water.
Yeah,
and that was it. Sometimes we used to put a little bit of salt in there as well. But this is...
Charge a lot for that these days.
Exactly. I should have marketed it. But times have changed a lot, obviously, since those days. But then again, you look at the quality back in the 80s, and we still had some really good quality runs being run in these courses.
No, it's...
So I'll just take...
No, you're right. I've been rolling there. Do you mind if we use any of that? Yeah, you happy for?
Yeah.
We're going to keep going.
There you go.
How good.
Live.
Better turn myself back. Down.
Yeah, if they go on a good time.
Maybe we might just pause. You might jump back in.
All right, go for it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm used to talking. Yeah.
But no, it'll be interesting to see what sort of pack emerges and who goes even 30 seconds too quick through the half will be interesting.
Correct.
I think I'll definitely be. I say it now. The goal is to be on that conservative side of that pack.
Yeah.
Just carrying a little couple things. Just don't want to force it. But I know there's going to be people who are going to go out feeling. It's a sort of morning, hopefully weather-wise, where people will go, all right, today's the day to just give it a
go at it.
Go risky and see if you can hang on.
And one of the key things too with these sort of mornings in Melbourne the earlier you're out there, the better.
Yeah.
And the earlier you finish, the better the conditions are going to be.
Yeah.
So the ones that will be struggling are your 5, 6, 7 hour type runners.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
when the sun usually comes out.
Yeah.
Although Nick says it's not going to get too warm anyway tomorrow, so we won't have as much carnage in the race, which is always a good thing. You don't want to see too much carnage.
Well, yeah, when we were at
You see some sad sights out here.
Yeah.
Finish.
When we did Gold Coast, was my second proper race in that. Like that was cool, but extremely humid. And as soon as any sun came out, it just cooked people.
Yeah.
Like I got through, it was starting to get. It was still pretty heavy. The humidity. Like within 2 or 3 k's, we were like, this is going to be a long day. But once we got past 3 hours and the sun came out, people were just getting obliterated.
Yeah, flying. Yeah, which was happening in Berlin 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago
exactly.
as well. But I'm a coach as well, and I get all of my. Well, generally, if we're doing a big campaign, we'll do heat acclimatisation training, no matter whether it's here, Sydney, Gold Coast. We will do that because of that factor.
For sure.
So we've got a studio here in Richmond where the treadmills are going, 14 treadmills, humidifiers, up to 30 odd degrees.
Yeah.
And if you can do that for say a 2 or 3, 4 week period, it alleviates those, or you know that you've got the coping mechanism.
Yeah.
So when the sun comes out and you start to burning a bit and the humidity's going up, I've done this. I've been running in 30 degrees and sweating like a pig.
For sure.
So I've got, because I was doing it for a while, and I went up and ran a park run in Weipa, which is very far north Queensland. Now normally as a Victorian, when you hit those climates, it's beyond Cairns. You just can't handle it. But because I'd done my work there, I was running the park run thinking, Jesus, I'm going all right here.
It's like when you do hills training and then you come to a hill and you just bounce up it.
Exactly, because it's specificity as we talk about. And but I'm a big advocate for heat training as
well, it can't hurt you, right? You can't get any worse from it.
No, and I think in many ways, because it costs a lot to go to Perisher and Falls and all that, you can stay here and do heat training and get the same benefit. Well, that's my view. That's my view.
Absolutely.
The altitude training does work on some. There are non-responders as well.
Yeah.
But I just believe that as a Melburnian, if you can utilise something like that, that's to your advantage. You just got to be smarter, because I learned a lot about that from Brent Valance, who's the walks coach from AA. When I was coaching Sinead for 2015 Beijing World Champs, we did a full-on heat acclimatisation program at the Victoria University out of Footscray, and I learned so much. And you just take that through. That goes through your next campaign, your next runner, and you build on that.
You got data from
exactly. And you can see, it's hard work, but it paid off for Sinead at that one. For sure, she ran.
And she's running the half tomorrow, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. Really exciting to have her back. I'm really excited as someone who knows her quite well to have her back in the field, and just see how she ran quite well at City Bay a couple of weeks ago, and I think hopefully we can get a good result here.
Yeah, love it.
She has won this event. The day she ran the course record here in 2018, it wasn't a nice day. It was a pretty tough day. Yeah. She had Jack with her for a lot of the way. There's video of her coming up Fitzroy Street with the leaves just swirling around her. The wind was really up there, and she ran 2:25. Wow. That's when we knew we had something special. That was sort of the big breakthrough, I think, for Sinead.
Is that still the course record?
Yes, it is. Wow. Yeah, so 2:20, and that's not bad for this course. And the fact that we don't bring over high-level elites from Kenya or Ethiopia, so I'm quite proud of that one. We're not going to sort of challenge Sydney on those true elites now. We just don't have the budget.
Different race.
To do that. It's a different race, but as you can see from down there, the spirit is so high at this one, because they know that they're the stars of the show.
It's interesting, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how Jack and Joe go tomorrow. Where there's a bit of a battle between those two.
I'm not sure where Joe's at the moment, so I think he'd be more at 2:20 mark.
Okay, interesting.
Jack isn't feeling 100%, so we'll see what happens there.
Okay,
as well, so.
there you go.
Inside
inside mail.
But I think Jack is a professional, and he will give it a shot. He impressed me immensely last year to run within 40 seconds of his PB when he already had it won.
Great time.
That was
I watched that stream. It was unreal.
It was really good.
Really impressive. I think there's a lot of just top level guys in that good. It's going to be really interesting.
Well, we're seeing like Tokyo was huge for Australia, wasn't it? The World Champs, and I think now with Stewie running the half tomorrow, and Brett,
is that his first half?
No, he's run one before. I think he's 62 or 63.
Okay, yeah, because we were
But
talking
we
about
know
it.
that he can run quicker.
Yeah, we were talking about it. We did the episode yesterday morning, and we were going through the field a bit, and I was like, I couldn't find anything about Stu's.
I think there's something on his World Ass profile.
There you go.
But
Maybe I missed it. He's got incredible pedigree at 3 and 5 and stuff.
And he's just Stewie, I was talking to him before. I said, people just love to have you at an event.
Yeah.
Because he's such a great guy.
Yeah.
He's so personable.
Yeah.
And he stands out. He's tall.
Yeah, he's huge.
Relatively good looking.
Yeah.
But no, he's just a great guy. And for us to have him at this event was quite a coup. And
great
we're
guy.
really, really happy to get him here.
That half marathon field is about as good as you get in Oz, I think.
Yeah,
it's
correct.
crazy.
Yeah, we have to, and Zach Faccioni, I think, is another interesting one in that field. So.
Brett's running it as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Brett's in. Yep.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of. Yeah, seeing that field come out, I was like, whoa, that's.
Yeah, the only one missing really is Andy, because Andy obviously couldn't make it because of, he wasn't quite right for Tokyo.
Yeah.
We would love to have Andy Buchanan in that field because that would have really sparked it up.
Yeah.
Big time. But as you can see in Vic, we're pretty proud of the depth of fields that we get here.
Yeah.
Like Lakeside 10, with 57 guys under 31 minutes. That's not bad, is it?
No, it's crazy.
So, it's the place to be racing. We're seeing, and that gives, people like it's your Donvo Viljoens, they get the opportunity through constantly good racing here.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Donvo's gone from a recreational runner to, I wouldn't say she's a contender tomorrow, but you watch out for Donvo.
Yeah.
She's on the rise.
Love it.
Yeah.
Appreciate the tips, mate.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah. I mean,
Keep chatting, boys.
Keen to.
We will probably do 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
But appreciate you allowing us to, and come and share.
Not a bad one.
No, it's about as good as a
What a
spot
spot.
of recording. It's like on the boundary line.
I'm a Melbourne sport. It's about the most fun I'm going to have in this stadium for the next decade, by the sounds of it.
Couldn't even win a grand final.
There you go.
No. Dear me.
Appreciate it.
Great man. You probably. Who do you follow?
St Kilda.
St Kilda. Okay. No.
Awesome.
At least you're getting some players.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. We might be on the verge.
You could be.
We get on the verge and then fuck it up.
All right, thanks,
Cheers,
Dan.
mate. Cheers. I'm just going to make sure this is still rolling.
Yeah. There's your tangent step.
There you go. There's a tangent step. I don't know if we keep all that in, but
I don't know
either
how we'll do
way,
that. Maybe we'll put out a 15-minute interview with the race director.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Phenomenal.
Maybe the race director, the Elite Marathon director. Anyway, we just spoke to
Tim Crosbie.
If it's not all in there, we just spoke to Tim Crosbie, who's the manager of the Elite field. Given we're sitting on the edge of the MCG, characters roll through. And
got a question.
And he's a character.
He's a character. St Kilda supporter.
Exactly. Anyway,
Knows he's running.
back into the questions.
Back into the questions. Yeah. You've broken it down. Ella Budikin, I was saying, happy birthday
Ella.
to Buddha. What do you want for Christmas? From Sissy, Ash, Belle, Tilly, L and L.
Wow.
The girls.
Shout out the girlies.
Shout out the girls.
What do I want for Christmas?
I want Liverpool. I want Liverpool to be top of the pops. I know you weren't asking me,
Yeah, that's fair.
but mostly when a team's leading the Premier League
There you go.
at Christmas, they're going to win the league.
Good gift for you. Don't know if I can do
So-
anything about it, but
Some roast potatoes as well.
yeah,
Christmas will be good.
I just want a couple, good weather beers with the gang. That's really what I'm looking forward to. I think this block has been long.
Drink
Been a lot of
responsibly.
year. It's been a long year building, and I'm kind of keen just to have a bit of a chill. So I'm looking forward to just hanging out with my friends. So I'm looking forward to that. So that can be the present. Presence is the present. There you go.
Man.
Anyway, back on the race.
Ethan Burnett, producing yesterday. He wants to know, shave your head if you get a sub 220.
Absolutely not.
I mean, you don't have too much hair.
No,
to
I've
be fair.
already got a pretty average accountant's haircut, and my head's a bit weirdly shaped, so I don't think I've got a shaved head
Don't
thing.
have
But
one in you?
I do appreciate it from Ethan. But yeah, not gonna happen, mate. So bad luck.
Bad luck.
Sorry.
Mimi Blanks, what will you eat today? It's
All right.
2:30. What have you eaten?
You want the rundown of the day? All right. I woke up at 6 o'clock. I had 2 packets of instant oats with berries. I had orange juice, a bottle of carb mix, an apple, 2 bananas, and then I got to the shakeout run. I had
That was all that you ate at 6 a.m.
on the way, and then during I had a lot of that on the way.
Superb.
Sipped a carb mix on the way there, all that sort of stuff. Then we did our shakeout run. I had a coffee and a custard Danish. It was pretty good. A little lemon curd in that. It was great. Then got to, where did we go back to after that? Walked around for a bit. We smashed some sushi, smashed a thing of 2-minute noodles, some more fruit.
You've had another apple.
I've had another apple.
I've got some jats right here to crack in on the way back.
And I've got a chalky croissant that all the elites got.
Yeah.
If you eat that.
Some more carb mix. Cookies. I'm actually starting to get a bit hungry somehow, even though I've eaten a lot. But
oh, mate, eat on the pod. I don't mind.
I will. I don't think people want to hear jats getting eaten on the pod. But anyway, yeah, I've had a lot. And then what I'll have after this, I'm going to have some more noodles. Some pasta later is the goal. And then, yeah, just try and get an early night is the plan. Bit of Rise hot chocky to try and get me to bed, the sleep hot choc. That's the goal.
Good, the Rise hot chocky.
It is. Puts me to bed, gives me a good night's sleep. So even if it's a short one, hopefully it's a good one.
Lovely
Great question,
stuff.
Queen.
She loves some food. Mimi Blanks.
Queen.
Good feed. Sissy Bergman. How will you, Cam, be celebrating after the marathon?
Great question from Sis. I'll have to go get myself a burrito from Zambrero. Obviously, she knows the way. But I will be having about 1 million beers is my goal. One for each K I do. No, just keen to straight after, I'll be cheering on all the boys doing the half and the girls. Anyone I know who's doing that. Got a couple people trying to get around, people coming in the G, just soaking in the vibes a bit, and then probably just go chill for about an hour and a bit back at my hotel or wherever and just get some quiet Zen time and just relax. And then, yeah.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
And drink responsibly.
And then,
as well.
then have a few
beers.
Have a few beers and just sort of let off some steam and just enjoy a Sunday afternoon in Melbourne.
And we'll probably do another pod.
We might do a pod.
Little pub pod, potentially finish line pod where we're sitting right now. You won't be here this late. We won't be here this late.
For you.
But yeah, we'll be here at some point, hopefully with a few heads. Christopher Farron-Cothan, does your mum remember me?
I don't know.
Don't know what that means, Chris.
I don't know. My mum's a lovely woman and she probably would remember you if she'd meet you. But Queen.
But I've asked it.
There you go.
He's also asked, are you supposed to look like that? That was a picture of you sitting on the bed with your shorts.
Nice. Yeah. That is, a special elite stretch. You wouldn't get it until you're there. So you're balancing the foam between the knees as you're eating 2-minute noodles.
You ask stupid questions, Chris. You get these sorts of answers, all right, mate? Because
Yeah.
I'm not have time to read them prior.
Dumb games, dumb prizes.
And Ojas, do our boy Izzy proud? Not really a question, but
Thanks. Shout out Izzy, the masseuse, my sports masseuse, who I've probably been bankrolling his holiday. He wasn't there this week when I needed him most. You'd think he was on holiday, and I think his holiday was bankrolled particularly by me. Probably put about over 4 figures through that massage place, but he's got me to a point now where I'm ready to give a rip. So I think I've tried to not gatekeep him too much because he's so good. But,
Britt Ryan, one of the listeners, you've shared with her details.
Yeah, I do need to gatekeep it a bit more because I can't get a booking anymore. He's too good. Anyway, I'll be seeing him this week when I'm back because I'll definitely need a massage.
There you go. Well, I think that's all the questions. We've had about 8 to 10 there. We've had Tim Crosbie. We've had a lady whose name I've forgotten because we've done
Mercer?
Jen Mercer. God, this guy's good.
Yeah, door bitch as she called herself.
The door bitch.
Not our words, but
not our words, her words. We've been recording now for about half an hour, which is a bit more than what we bargained for. But this is what you get with Never Run Alone, folks. You get calm amongst the chaos.
And you know what? We were worried about Seki's having a look, but I tell you what, if there was ever an example of look the part and just act confident, we're sitting at the MCG with a mic, with professional mics out here, and people are just walking past like we're got all the media coverage in the world. We could be beaming this out worldwide if you wanted to.
Yeah,
we are.
Yeah, we probably will. This will go up on the YouTubes. This will go on the Spotify.
So no one's asked a single question. If anything, we've got little nods of approval that we're legit. And we're the furthest thing from legit.
We might have a parking fine as well, but if you had told me earlier today that we had to pay $200 to record
in the MCG,
second row at the G, I would have snapped your hand off. So I don't know. What else do we talk about? What are your final thoughts? Not that it has to be final.
No, I think I'll be interested to look back on this tomorrow. But yeah, it's been a tumultuous block. Some niggles here and there.
Yeah, thanks for pacing me in Sydney, man. I reckon if you didn't do that, you might not have had much drama.
Maybe, but
I've thanked you before.
But that was a decision that was more than happy to do. So yeah, I think the goal is to get out there, hope the hip hangs in, and I can hold pace. If it doesn't hang it, then so be it. But I can guarantee I will empty the proverbial tank. Both muscularly and cardio-wise, and there's not going to be much left when I get here. If I can go any faster and hold pace, I'll do it. So I'm looking to be as efficient as possible, and ideally, as we were talking with Tim, sit with a big pack and just be real greedy and not have to do much work.
So
Love it.
be carried on.
Do I ask what you're going to predict time-wise? An
I'm gonna be
exact time?
optimistic, and I'm going to go 1:19:45.
1:19.
So 2:19. Yeah,
Fucking optimistic.
Yeah, I reckon I'm going to turn into that bend, and I'm going to see that I need to do a certain time, and I'm going to have to put on the NOS and just sprint a little 300 meters around the G, and that's what I'm going to have to do.
Wow. So 2:19 what?
45. 2:19:45 is where I want to be. 2:19 high.
2:19
I'm going
high.
to go through the half at 1:09:50, and then we're going to come through at pretty much the same. I reckon we're going to even split it.
Yeah, wow.
That's my goal. We'll
Respect.
see if I can deliver it. See whether I go through at 1:09. I'd say I'm pretty confident I'll go through at 1:09 something. Whether I finish at 2:19, that is the question.
We'll clip that either
Yeah.
way, but
Yeah.
clip it especially. Clip it
Exactly.
twice if
Yeah.
you nail that.
Exactly.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Thank you, my
It's going to be
friend.
fun. I'm going to be on the bike next year. I won't be doing anything illegal, but it is
Should have asked him
approved.
about the bike.
Should
actually,
have asked
anyway.
him, but it's in writing. I'm allowed to be out on the bike. I'm not going to be crossing over across any runners, but I'll be stationary if I need to give you a bottle.
It's true.
It's going to be fun. I'm going to be getting a bit of stuff on the phone. Probably won't be doing a pod on the bike, but
No.
as we've said, we might do a pod here, we might do a pod later, but that is Never Run Alone
Huge.
from the MCG. What seats are we in?
row 2. We are
Row 2, I'm in 1, 3, what bay, something.
under the MCC. I think we might be in the
Yeah, we're in the
members.
MCC.
Sat in the members.
You
center.
can't even sit in the MCC wearing a t-shirt, can you?
This is crazy.
I should know.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all happening.
That's been Never Run Alone on the eve of the Nike Melbourne Marathon 2025. Good luck to everyone running. If you're listening to this after the fact, thank
Enjoy
you for
it.
doing so.
Enjoy the waffle.
Hope you enjoyed. Enjoy the waffle, exactly. And yeah, share this with Farron Coffin's mum or something. That's been Never Run Alone.
Thanks.